So, anyway, yesterday I saw Inception, and it was awesome. Now, prior to seeing the movie, I've seen a number of reviews of it, and one of the reviewers kind of pissed me off by saying that teenage girls should not see this movie because they won't get it, wait until you're 30. Now I can understand that teenage girls can be shallow and they might not get it, but so can teenage boys. So, I guess say teenagers don't see it, but I'm a teenager, I saw it, I loved it, I mostly got it, so... But, anyway, Inception. One heck of an idea for a movie. Never seen anything quite like it before. Well, in a movie, I've seen... There's an anime called Kaiba that vaguely reminded me of it, but for all the wrong reasons. Anyway, yeah, no, it was... That's a movie. Now, it's one of those rare films that actually you have to sit there and ponder and pay attention to it. You can't nod off, you can't blink. You will miss things. But it was it was really good. Perfect movie, no. But you know what the issue I have with it is that it's not quite warped enough. You know, yeah, it's pretty odd at some points, you know, bending Paris in half. That whole fight in the hallways of that hotel, that was a really cool effect. But it was too tame, you know, for a dream. Because, you know, in dreams, anything can happen. But nothing ever quite seemed far enough removed from reality for it to be like, holy crud! Stuff's happening! This isn't real! This isn't real! But, like for example, every time I saw the children, you know, Leo DiCaprio's children, I kind of wanted them to turn around and not have faces, just so it could be like, dream! Or something, but, you know, that aside, really good acting. Really good acting. There wasn't a single part where I was just like, yeah, no, do it again. Do it again, you did it wrong. But, what else? I'm so not prepared for this, I'm so unscripted. But, yeah, it was really good. Really complex story. It gave my brain a workout, which it has not had since summer vacation. You know, and it led to some interesting conversations on the car ride back from the theater. I saw it with a group of people, all of different ages, I think the youngest one being around 14. And, you know, everybody had something kind of interesting to say about it, you know, and I think that's kind of the highest compliment in terms of movies and any kind of, you know, media, comics, books, is that, you know, people sit down and discuss it. It's like, and not because of how bad it is, but just like discussing like, well, what do you think of this? Like, maybe they could have, you know, done this, but that was an interesting twist, you know, talking about the plot, you know, like, well, what do you think this meant? Because, and then, you know, having two people kind of with different opinions as to what they think a certain part of the movie meant. And this movie, a lot of it is left up to interpretation. They don't spell anything out for you. They don't hold your hand, you know. You have to think, you have to watch, you have to observe in order to get anything out of it. But I think that just made me happy that, you know, like, okay, I spent $12 on something worthwhile instead of seeing crap like Airbender, which I fortunately did not waste my money on, but, you know, it's very rare that I see a movie where I feel like my money was well spent, and that was well spent money. Now, you probably have to see it a few times to pick up all the missed little details, and I don't really feel like I have to tell you what the movie's about because, you know, I think everybody knows what the basic aspects of the movie are, but, it really does take a dream within a dream and to a whole new level, and I think the concept of a, dream limbo is very interesting. It's kind of like death. If you view death as sleep, then that's basically what it is. To the point of no return. And, oh jeez. Really good film. I recommend it if you want your brain to get a workout. If you, only like mindless movies, don't bother. Don't bother. But, yeah. Go see Inception. Go see it in theaters. Go see it in theaters. It, won't be the same when you see it on TV. But, man, that fight in the hallway was cool.